So why is it? What is it about records, about books, about board games, about paper products, about these other resurgent analog forms of media that resonates today? Why is it having this comeback? It's what? It's real. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. Just as I am here too. Unfortunately, the virtual reality hologram version of me isn't available yet, so you had to pay to get the real version. It's real. It's physical, right? I think that's something that we tend to overlook as an obvious statement. The beauty of music now and of wireless streaming and the pinnacle of this technological advancement is that on my phone, when I walk out of here, I can go and pull up every single song I've ever wanted. If I want an album, I can go find the randomest thing and be playing it within seconds. I don't have to buy it. I don't have to touch it. I don't have to own it. But what if I want to, right? We, as consumers, identify through what we buy. We take pride in that. And there is a craving by consumers who are buying things like records to touch, to feel, to sense. You pick up a record in a record store, the new Jason Collette album from Arts and Crafts. Where's my friend from Arts and Crafts who's at my table? Right? You pick up that record, you're the first one there, you get it on the first day, you look at the art, you feel the weight of it, you read the liner notes on the back, you pull it out and you smell the chemical tang of that new vinyl, the crispness of the paper. That blows away the physical experience of finding that same Jason Collette song or album on Spotify or the recently departed RDO or the recently departed Songs or the other streaming services that are either living or going to die soon, right? You're dealing at the best of times on a digital device with a couple square inches of space, two-dimensional space, where this is all you can do. And compare that with a record store where you can go in and flip and touch and feel, talk to people, sense things, right? So there's that real physical thing. These things are tactile. Books are tactile, right? Everybody thought that the ebook would be the death of books, and books have been extremely resilient, and one of the main reasons why all these people say is like, I like them. I like the feel of them. I like the weight of them. And that's emotional, and emotional is the other reason too, and there's many different reasons why analog taps into these emotional feelings and rewards us with it, right? We are consumptive creatures. As, you know, middle-class folk in a Western society, we define ourselves by what we wear, what we buy, where we shop, and there's an emotion to that. When you walk into someone's house and you see a beautiful bookcase filled with books or a shelf filled with records, you're drawn to it. You go up to it, you start thumbing through it. It tells you something about who that person is. And that person takes pride in it. Oh yeah, come, yeah, check it out. This is the album I bought when I went to Nashville last year, and this is the one that, you know, my ex-girlfriend gave me, but even though it didn't work out, I still kept all her albums. Not myself, I would never do that. This is, you know, this is something that means something to me. This is where I was listening to when I heard that. You can't get that from a playlist. No one ever invites you into their house and says, please scroll through my iTunes. Look at the awesome things I downloaded. Don't I have such a great collection, right? Look at what's on my Kindle. No, go through the menu. No, tap the other button. A lot of people will say, well, listen, that's just ridiculous and it doesn't really matter. It's just hipsters being nostalgic or millennials being nostalgic, which I love because I feel like the hipster and the millennial and that rarest of species of all, the hipster millennial, I'm born in 1979, so I miss that, and these pants are way too loose. But they're sort of the scapegoat for everything, right? Whether it's the positive thing in the media, oh, and this is going to be, you know, the millennials are going to buy this, that's why we're doing this, the millennials don't want to do this, or the hipsters. But the reality is when you look at the market, let's say specifically for vinyl records, the people that are buying records at a store like Sonic Boom are, the vast majority of them, over 50%, are under 30 or 35. And of that, you know, a huge percentage are 25 to 18 to 25 years old, right? These are people who cannot be nostalgic for something that they never had, they never touched. So the young person who never touched a vinyl record, who's only grown up with digital technology, is going into the record store and spending their hard-earned money to buy these cumbersome physical discs of melted plastic with just 45 minutes of music on them because it says something about them. They identify with it.